Okay guys, check this video out. This will cover the CVT intake and exhaust on the King Quads, 450, 500, 700, 750. Let me know in the comments if you got any questions. Appreciate you watching the video. What's up guys, welcome back to the Hellcat channel. Today I'm going to show y'all the second round of mods for the King Quad 750. You can purchase these off any local hardware store. There is no need really to buy a Cvt Snorkel for one of these King Quads. I built this myself. This is all any other company does, is use piping like this from your local hardware store. But I mean, by the time you get it together, this is actually better than the factory plastic Cvt Snorkels that they use on the King Quads. The only thing you can't really buy from your local hardware store is this piping right here. I've actually thought about putting this kit together and selling it for the King Quads. It would probably go for about $125, and that would be without shipping. $100 to $125, and probably whatever shipping would cost. But these are just 50 bucks alone, and you don't have to put these on it. But I did these on my 750 because they do look better than what previously is on my 500. I painted these red, says Warrior Risers, so that's going to look really excellent sticking out the front fenders. And I just love having snorkels, even though if you don't use them a whole lot. But anyway, let's see. I'm going to go over some of the oil because I get questions about this a lot from just normal people here where I live. They don't know no different. They'll go pay the $10 extra for some ATV oil that you don't need, and I'm going to show you the #1 reason why. Rotella 1540. You can actually call Rotella and they will tell you this is an ATV oil. And here's why. On the back, I may have to come around there to show it to you, or I can just kind of point it out to you. On the back right here, it says, I don't know if you can read it, JASO/JASO MA. That is ATV wet clutch oil. Now, somebody may say, well, wait a minute, that's a diesel oil. Well, yeah, it is, but they'll also tell you if you don't have Cadillac inverters, this is not going to hurt a thing. Okay, here's another thing. Does anybody know what parts per million zinc is? Zinc is what keeps an internal combustion engine from wearing. From what Rotella has told me, this has 1,300 parts per million zinc. Your normal car oils, I don't have one sitting here, any car oil or anything like that has around 880. Valvoline, Mobil One, a few different ones, Pennzoil, just to name a few. This is also a wet clutch oil from Rotella. This is in both my King Quads. It's in the Yamaha Badger, and it's also in the transmission of Mr. Nasty. And again, JASO, I don't know if you can see that again, JASO MA, wet clutch oil. A gallon of this at the Wally World, 12 bucks, 4 quarts. 20 bucks, 4 quarts. It's a no-brainer. There's no point in putting anything in a King Quad or anything ATV-wise besides this right here. And before anybody says, oh, that's blowed my fuller up, no, it hadn't. I've run this in my King Quad for 5,000 miles. Both of these. I've even switched them back and forth. Going to full synthetic to back to conventional don't hurt a thing. So, with that being said, let's move on. So you got your oils. Let's set them down here out of the way. Now, here's another preventive maintenance for a King Quad. I don't want to touch these too much because they're a little bit greasy, but what the heck. Machine integrations, bearing packers. There's 2 of them for a King Quad. These fit your I don't know if they fit 400. I know they fit 450, 500, 700, and 750. 100 bucks. But let me tell you, I can put these on a brand new fuller and get about 30 pumps into each wheel bearing. Never replaced a wheel bearing on my 500, 5,000 something miles. I think it's actually going around 6,000. Check them out, machineintegrations.com. And I'm not sponsored by none of these people. This is just parts that I've used. People say some of this stuff sucks, but you know, that's on a whole different level of somebody else's opinion. Okay, the Cvt Snorkels. Let's get to the first thing first. painting them. This is an awesome plastic paint. Rust-Oleum Ultra Cover Paint and Primer. This is not what I used. This is red. It is what I used here. Pick that up at your local hardware store. You can also use the black, which is where everything's painted black. Whatever color you prefer. You can use plastic dip also, but I don't really know how good that's going to hold up on this. I would say it'd be good because my 750 actually has plastic dip on the wheels. Most people don't know that, but my kingquad 750 has silver Yamaha Grizzly wheels and they're plastic dip. Food for thought. They work good and they're real durable. And if you ever do scratch it, you can just come back and one quick little squirt, it'll fill in. It looks like you've sanded it and painted it. It'll lay down just perfect. Okay, now the Cvt Snorkel here, guys. This is going to be something that is cool to do. I've done it to my 500 and it works phenomenal. So this is going to be the front left or right. I had them marked, I can't really remember. And what's going to happen is these are going to come through the fenders. And like I said, I've thought about putting these kits together if y'all like them and selling them. And check this out. This will go through your fender. Say this is the fender. This is going to go right into the top. I don't got the clamp loose enough. Give it a tighten it down, tighten it down. So if you ever have to take your fenders off your kingquad, unbolt, and this pops right back out. Now that's awesome right there. So pretty simple. It'll take a minute to get it back in, but whatever. You see what I'm talking about. This is your rear Cvt Snorkel system. This will go into the back of the Cvt box, goes across the drive shaft or under it, and then it will connect to this. This can also be ran, as you can see right here, it'll connect like that, go behind your floorboard, and all the way out. This can be ran up behind the four-wheeler on the left side where it says kingquad. You can run this as, I would call it a little sneaky peek where nobody knows you got that, but it's not really that big of a deal. I'd rather have the risers sticking out of the fenders just simply because it looks so freaking cool. And like I said, I could probably put this kit together for $125 shipped in certain states if you're using normal PVC risers. If you're going to buy these, you're going to have to add like another 50 to 60 bucks. And it may not even be worth my time to do that. I just wanted to show y'all this is like a professional looking built CVT system. And that's pretty much how a lot of the snorkel companies do theirs. It's all PVC built. There's nothing that I've seen on anybody else's looks any better as far as these parts go. But snorkel your ATV, the Warrior risers, they got some of the best looking risers. I highly recommend y'all going and checking their website out and purchasing them. And even if you're not the just extreme mudder, these look freaking cool on an ATV, especially the kingquads. And I plan on doing it to mine. It's pretty cold here, and I'm going to get another video when it warms up a little bit of me putting this on, trying to finesse it and get it right on the kingquad. The only thing sucks about the whole thing, and you already know this, you have to bore holes for these. A lot of people don't want to do that simply because you're boring them in some nice looking plastic. But hey, my warranty just went out on mine. It's time to mod it. I've been wanting this. Matter of fact, the reason there's so much dust on all this is I've had it for like a year waiting to go. And I bought this just hoping that I might need it. And I think I still do. This will go on the front Cvt Snorkel, and it'll come up, clamp to this, and then the other riser will go through on the right side like this. You can pick these up, AutoZone, for like 15 bucks. And guys, that's about it. I don't want to keep boring you with anything else, but like I said, people say these suck, but in my opinion, they don't. They look awesome. They take away the whole problem that's known for the kingquads is the rear CVT taking on water because it's so vulnerable. So, like I said, this kit, I could probably put it together with these risers. It's probably 150 bucks. I'll have to get and look a little bit. Without, maybe 100 bucks. I'm not for sure. Like I said, I'll have to do some checking on that, but this pretty much covers the whole Cvt Snorkel for any year. Kingquad 750, 700, 500, 450. As far as the 400 AXI, I don't know. But that's about it, guys. Yeah, I think that's it. Just to recap, your two oils. I run these in everything I got. Never had an issue. And your Cvt Snorkel. Your paint to paint your Cvt Snorkel. Paint your kingquad wheels. Even if you got black wheels and you want to go over top of them, this works also. It's real durable, and I play in the mud with mine. Y'all seen the videos. If you do scratch them, like I said, one little couple squirts fixes it. So that's about it, guys. Here maybe shortly I'll get us a video together and get this put on the kingquad. It's gonna look awesome. I'm excited and I can't wait because this has been sitting here for a whole year. I pieced it together a while back and I'm ready to get it done. So without further ado, y'all happy riding, take care of yourself, wear your helmet. As soon as the weather warms up, we will get some videos of Mr. Nasty. I'm in the process of looking at different tires for the rear end. My factory knockoffs are about wore out on it.